which is like, what is your name?
See, it's funny you mention
What?
exactly that sentence. Do you see, if I answer that question, I'm going to give spoilers as to what Evan's answer tonight might be.
My question is because I was thinking about this the other day. Because I'm a man of a thousand nicknames, right? Like
Hmm.
just about everybody calls me something a little bit different from the guy before.
Hmm.
Um, and I call myself different things depending on situations, but I write my name completely differently. So like I
Hmm.
have a lot of like monikers.
Hmm.
And I was thinking about it in like this weird esoteric way, and I was stone cold sober. I'm
Hmm.
just like this. Um,
Hmm.
which is like what I kind of asked myself that question. I was like, what the fuck is my name?
Yeah,
And I had an answer, and it's a thing nobody calls me.
I like it. I like it.
Because that's my name.
Hmm.
That's not your name for me, that's my name.
Right.
And I was really intrigued by that. And I was wondering if you've ever
Hmm.
kind of like had similar thoughts or feelings, or if that just sounds like batshit insanity.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't sound like it might be batshit insanity, but it doesn't sound insane. Because if it is, then that's the same sane
We're
that
there
I
together.
am in with you, right? Yeah. So,
Well, we both know we're cray cray, so like, what are you gonna do?
right. So, um, I don't think a name is a sound. Like a name is not a word because a sound is something you create for other people to hear. So a name is a thought. The moment you syllabize it, like the moment you give it form in terms of frequency and tone, you're turning it into something for someone else to consume or for someone else to experience. And so, like, yeah, I've got monikers. Like, I think of myself as the Eye of the Storm. I think of myself as the Burning Question. I think of myself as the Ten of Swords. I am Ruin. Um, but those are all
You
words.
fantasy
And
motherfucker.
huh?
You fantasy ass motherfucker.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Said with all the love in the world.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
still on
God.
board.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, but yeah, those are words, and so therefore they are too small to because, as Shakespeare said, what is in a name? And a name is what.
Okay. No, 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 no. Hold up. I am down for the esoteric bullshit, but you brought my boy into this. So let's talk about what the fuck Shakespeare meant with what is in a name. What is in a name basically says your family hates mine. Can't we pretend we love each other enough to get
Mhm.
past that? Let's
Yeah.
be so fucking clear. That was
Oh
said by
yeah.
a 13-year-old about a boy she had a crush on. So that is the equivalent of saying, like, oh my god, I'm about to show my fucking age right now. Saying like Justin Timberlake is the hottest thing to ever exist. Like, he doesn't know I exist. Well, what does that matter? We're still gonna get married. That's what
Right.
is in a name is not some deep, esoteric, like, conceptual idea that everybody has turned it into. No, it's literally being like, yeah, our families have been warring for generations, but fuck it, right? Like, no, come on.
Well, so a name is what you call yourself. But
Is it?
as well as Roz would say, is that the question you mean to ask? Do you mean to ask what I call myself, or do you mean to ask who I am? And I don't, because I don't think a name refers to who you are. I think it refers to what you are called. So maybe what you call yourself, maybe what other people call you, maybe what you want other people to call you. Who you are, that's a thought, that's an
I think
idea.
what I mean in this moment, because there's the very base level, right? What is your name? Your
Mhm.
name is Anthony. My name is Megan. Like,
Right.
at its base level, we have the most straightforward, what everybody would have assumed when I asked that question.
Right.
Like, you have the follow-ups of like, I don't actually tell people my name is Megan.
Mhm.
I tell people my name is Meg because I prefer it over Megan.
Mhm.
'Cause Megan feels like I'm in fucking trouble. Um,
Yeah.
and like, cool. So I could easily say like, "What's your name?" "Oh, I'm Meg." Like that'd be fine.
Mhm.
Um, you can also get into these are the stories I tell, right? Like, what's your
Mhm.
name? As far as this game is concerned, my name is Roz, right? Like you get into kind of that vibe. But
Mhm.
I think what I mean in this like deep esoteric sense that I brought the up um is like what is your soul called?
Mhm.
Like and I don't think it's any variation of Megan. I don't think
Right.
it's anything even remotely similar to my name.
Yeah.
But like it's it's an interesting thought to me of like and I don't know that I can fully articulate it because
Mhm.
I think it kind of is a little I think it's a little beyond woo woo at this point. But
Absolutely.
like
Mhm. Mhm.
which could be the definition of my fucking that could be my biography.
Yeah. Little beyond
Beyond
woo.
woo.
Beyond woo.
Um but like the concept of this is what you know you are called on
Mhm.
some like deep level. And
Mhm.
I think for some people that may genuinely be their name,
Mhm.
surface level.
Right.
I think for a lot of people, it's not. I think for a lot of people, it's not necessarily what we would, as a society, would call a name.
Right.
Um, but like, then you get into the whole, you know, people of differing genders than what they were told they were, and like all of that as well. But like, I
Mhm.
think for just like a lot of people, it might not actually be a name on a like really surface level kind of vibe. And I feel like
Mhm.
a lot of people might hear me say this and go, My name's Austin. That's my name."
Yeah.
And I'd be like, "Cool.
Yeah.
Good to meet you, Austin."
You're like,
I don't know.
yeah. I know we've talked about before that I find it weird that so many people do accept the sound that was given to them by someone who didn't even know who they were as a person the moments after they popped out into this world. Like we so many people wrap their identity around a word they didn't choose that was handed to them by another person, not by some major authority or anything.
Well, a name on that level is inherently a gift.
Yeah, it's this is what we're going to call it.
It's
See, I
inherently a gift
Mhm.
and a wish.
Yeah.
It may be wrong.
Hmm.
It may be ill-suited, but it's inherently a gift and a wish.
Yeah. If my soul had a name, it would be a sound. It wouldn't be a sound. It would be, well, that's the thing. Sound is vibration, right? A vibration in a medium. And energy is vibration. So if my soul has a name, it is the sound of the vibrations of the energy that makes the soul up, which is not a human language. So it's measurable. It could be recorded. It could be interpreted like mathematically, probably be translated into something. But like the translation is not the name. That's just like, oh, this is the thing I can wrap my. This is the thing I can spill out of my mouth. Like my name would be that vibration.
My name's Ryder.
My name is Cap without a cut. My name is Jeff. My name is
That's
Jeff.
that's so for real. That's
Ryder.
so for real, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no desire to use it. I have no desire to like let it be widely spread or widely known. But that's just what it is.
Language always feels I know there's a word for it. Language always feels insufficient to translate thought because language is the medium by which we transmit thought. And language is like digital compared to the analog of thought. Like you're never going to get a truly crisp audio recording in digital like you can in the analog of a 45. And so language is that like language is as close as we can get in this verbal medium to the neurochemicals of thought.
You and I have different. This is where you and I differ. Because language is not perfect. On this we agree. But in reducing it to being incapable to convey intention and thought and these grander ideas, you lose the simplicity of those ideas. Because many of those ideas are simpler than we let them be.
Yeah.
And you bask in the complexity and I bask in the simple, and we arrive at the same result.
You get there, you take 5 steps to get there, and I go around the block 600 or 700 times and then walk in the door. Oh, you take one step. You take one step to get there. Yeah.
You said that in such an interestingly OCD way, Cap.
Which part? The going around
you
the
take
block?
700 laps around the block and then you walk in the door.
Well, I have to make sure that I wasn't being followed. I have to make sure that there are other exits.
By the time you hit 700, you are being followed.
I am following somebody. It's not even a scene. I just have this thing in my head where I wanted to write a scene that started with, I think this was from like an acting challenge or something way back when I was in college, but it was like you discover you're being followed and you decide to confront the person. So it's like, oh why are you following me? And I wanted to go from the other side and have the person who was following accidentally discover that they've been following this and be like, am I following you? Are we just going to the same place and I've been following you the whole time? I just wanted to start a scene from the other side of it and be like,
me every time I'm driving.
Yeah, right.
And I take 2 turns the same as someone else, and I'm like, are we going to the same place? It's like, I have an 8-hour drive halfway across the country. No, we are not.
Yeah. I just realized, then you probably can't open. Can you open that stat block I sent you?
I can open it.
Okay, good.
Meg, did you happen to see any of the stuff in the witch's cottage today?
Not today.
Okay, good. So that I can tell you this and see your face.
Okay.
So, there is a show that Taylor Sheridan is making that is not a spin-off of Yellowstone. It is its own separate thing, but it takes place in Montana. It's called The Madison. I have known about it since last year, I think, or maybe the beginning of this year. And have just been kind of keeping my eye on it for extra positions, which have not come out yet.
Okay.
They just made a casting announcement. Kurt Russell just joined the show. And I freaked out.
You started that, and I'm like, oh, cool. M's going to be on TV again.
God, I hope so.
With Kurt Russell.
God, I hope
With-
so.
You have to tell me immediately. I don't care what NDAs
Oh,
are.
yeah.
I can't tell anybody.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
You have to tell me immediately.
Yeah. But I'm so happy I got to see your face reaction to that because
It does sound fun. I'm so excited for you.
So hopefully I get
Oh, yeah.
casting announcements or anything, but they haven't really posted much as the way of extras. So
Great.
anyway, hi
Yes, in
Alex.
30 seconds.
Hello.
Maybe
How
a bump
are
into
you?
Wyatt Russell.
I'm stressed. It's been an interesting 5 hour. No, about 4 hours. It's been a very
It took
interesting 4
4
hours.
hours for that
I
whole
don't like
situation to
people.
Jesus.
That's fair.
It took 4 hours for the situation to happen, get not resolved, but like talking to police, getting all the different things, being able to eat dinner, and just. But like it took, let's see, because we also had to do an incident report. Had to make sure the
Yeah.
incident report included everything.
Mm.
Then there was a thing where we walked out and we saw that the guy had gotten cornered by cops in the back of our parking lot. Like his whole car, he had garage parking. He was in the garage. He admitted to being intoxicated to the cops when they had gone up to his apartment. Then decided driving out of the apartment of the like garage was a great idea. And then we saw him cornered when we were about to head out. So that was a whole other incident thing that we had to make note of. We had to deal with my manager being an absolutely horrible person because she is the only one with access to the cameras in the garage where a lot of the incident happened. And she wasn't on site and refused to come on site despite the fact that one of our newest female residents just got assaulted by a man who was 6-something and already had a record that we were made aware of after the fact that he moved in. A violent record, an assault record at that.
Right.
And it was bordering on a sexual assault because he was trying to get into her car to get her number, had grabbed her arm, and was just not taking no for an answer. To yeah, it's been I was off today too, and this happened, and then my manager refused to come on site to give access to the cop for the video, citing the fact that the office was closed, and this whole incident started before the office was closed. If you've seen my ranting about my issues with my manager and the craft
Isn't that against
topic
the
chat,
law?
it's that person. No, she said that because wasn't on site and she didn't have to come on site technically, it just would have been the right thing to do. We can just send it to them on Monday, technically, the next technical business day. But at the same time, that's a shitty thing to do when she just signed her lease and technically moved in today, and this happened.
Jesus.
So I don't like her, and neither does my assistant property manager. We're both on the same page with that, and I just I just work here at this point.
Hey, put that down in your records of the incident that happened.
Oh yeah,
with
no, I
someone
got a
who
copy of
just-
the incident report. Summer wrote everything down in the incident report.
No,
my
I mean
assistant
your
property manager.
records.
Oh yeah,
when
no.
you're- For your own
Yes.
personal legal stuff and being like, this is the type of person she is, and like
This is what she does.
yeah.
It's been awful.
I'm so sorry.
But
Well,
I'm
let
here.
me distract you with the world of fantasy.
Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you for waiting for me.
Yeah, no worries. Gave me more time to decompress, so we're good.
Hell yeah. We all need decompressing here.
I appreciate y'all pushing through for tonight, and I also want to say that like, if like y'all are fucking rock stars, and like thanks for making this one happen tonight. But if it couldn't, that was okay too.
It was
Oh,
mainly I
yeah,
just
good.
needed to reschedule something else because I was feeling overwhelmed that I had to do all of these things before
I
D&D.
know the fucking feeling.
So, yeah.
It's just been fun. But yeah, I need distraction.
Mm.
I can provide.
Is
Hell
what the
yeah.
core of chaos is here to do.
Beautiful.
We're ready for duty.
I should have gone with the other arm because you guys had the other one to go in.
I love
so
that, Anthony. I did that at the same time. Oh my god. Okay.
Copy.
So, what do we remember?
A needle pulling thread.
Our interviews.
Taking the
Oh,
med.
and I did a fun little review reveal.
Gender
thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, gender reveal. New
I think
gender just
everyone
dropped.
should get- I think everyone should get a gender reveal, but when they're 13.
Mhm. Yep, it's your new bat mitzvah.
Or like whenever they're ready, you know, because some people know earlier, some people know later. Like whenever you're ready, you get your gender reveal.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But you only get one. You can change your gender again. You can discover new things about yourself, but you only get one party.
It's a reception.
Yeah, really. Anyway, so
I was antagonistic. It's in my permanent
yeah,
record.
we I don't know his name. All right, I'll
Questions.
give you the real.
Wait. Your character or you?
Yes.
Both.
Questions were asked, lies were told, notes were added to permanent records.
There were 4 doors, 5 chairs. There was
9.
a door, dragon, phoenix, tiger, and tortoise. And as far as we are concerned, we self-selected and aligned ourselves with creatures and things. Evan, if that's really his name, which it is not,
My name is
was
Burt
kind of a
Reynolds.
dick. We did our 2 truths and a lie, and I said some shit that got me some good looks. And everybody else said some really cool and interesting things that I definitely took notes on, and that's not actually sarcasm. It's right here. So mwahahaha. We were seemingly doing all right in our fucking interview, and we were given a minute to ourselves, and then there was a baby, i.e., a gender reveal. Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Balls.
I can't remember
The
what.
2 truths and a lie had people very confused.
I can't remember what sparked it. You were distracted by something, and it caused you to lose focus. Or
Oh yeah, no. Yeah,
Lucas.
so he had asked the question of what would you die for? And and Meg did a really like the leadership thing where like we were just like, oh yeah, you would make a great leader because you know, he had all these qualities, and you asked like a different question that made him think about things differently, and my answer was kind of the exact opposite of that. Of wouldn't necessarily I would die for this concept that I couldn't quite wrap my brain around, just like this calling that came from like the ocean and how it provides and stuff like that, and I would die for this cause that I didn't even know too much about but was just really really passionate about it essentially. And basically I just thinking along the lines of like, why am I so what is this, just trying to figure out what's going on because my character still doesn't really understand why they're here per se, just that there have been some interesting things going on in their life that they're just like, interesting, and apparently they know more than I do. But yeah, and then I was just thinking really deeply on that. You had said that the hour, like another hour had passed, and then dropped.
That's right. Okay. I can't remember if if something had happened and you had accidentally dropped it, or if it was just time had passed and it dropped. Okay.
A little bit of both. A little bit of both was distracted.
That's fair. Okay. So now you're more in like a androgynous male
Yeah,
kind of.
androgyny. Yeah, pretty much.
The other thing I want to point out from my notes here, I've been wants to be a god. I feel like we can't forget that.
Yeah, I
don't
think that's a bit important.
I don't want to be a god. I'm under the
Well, you said
impression
you want to be a god. I
said-
wrote down your fucking quote board.
I said I would die horribly to become a god. I am under the impression that ascension to godhood requires the shedding of the mortal coil, which sounds pretty horrible because the process by which one ascends their soul into the celestial plane. I'm mostly just
He wants-
bullshitting now.
He wants to be a god.
I
I
didn't
feel like
say
we can't
want.
forget that.
I didn't say want.
He wants to be a god. He wants to be a god. I feel like we can't forget that. He's gonna be so like eloquent and beautiful and manipulative about it. This wants to be a god, and we cannot let that go by.
I want to be the
I
god
don't
of
think
manipulation.
I don't think that one was a lie because only a manipulator would state that they didn't want to become a god whenever they stated that they did, like a week after.
I don't know if on your screens he is directly above me, but on my screen he is directly above me. So
He is.
when I say this, complexity, simplicity, wants to be a god, we cannot let that happen.
And I just go with the flow.
Literally.
That's hilarious. Mm-hmm. And then, so that all happened, and brain fart.
And Lucas,
Um,
our answers were so good that Lucas was floored.
That's right. Lucas was like, "All right, well, that interview went well. I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. And good luck." And a dimension door opened at his feet, and he whoop, popped out of existence. And you guys are now alone in this ballroom that is not connected to the material plane that you came from.
That's right. I tried to counterspell his dimension door, even though I don't have counterspell.
Don't have counterspell.
I'm trying to remember my voice. I don't think it was British.
It was academic.
It was
it was very academic.
It was professorial.
Right.
I have suede patches on my elbows. I'm not actually wearing a shirt. I just have suede patches on my elbows.
I was gonna say, do you have suede patches on your elbows, and are you wearing
Short sleeve tank.
I'm wearing a vest and like a button down shirt, and the shirt's rolled to the sleeves.
Vest?
No, it is well, I'm green. I am emerald Durkheimian.
Tweed isn't a color, it's a weave.
That's true. It's not.
It's
not
if
tweed
you-
colored.
No, because
Yeah,
tweed
it's
is not a color.
Tweed can come in any color. It's a kind of woven material.
It is the weave, not the fiber content. And I'm gonna be so for real with you. If you want the professor vest, it's a herringbone tweed.
Mm-hmm.
Is it herringbone tweed? It might be. That's what the tailor told me. I don't actually know the difference.
For reference, tweed is a type of weave that kind of gives you some kind of ridges to it. Herringbone makes like the V's, but it's in the actual, like the same way like a tank top you'd have kind of like straight down, where it's like not a pattern per se, like it's not a printed pattern or a woman pattern, but it is the literal like styling of the weave itself.
Of the fiber. It's the styling of the fiber and how it's like you said it best. Like if you're crocheting or knitting something, it's like it's not the pattern that's happening, but it's like the actual like method of which it's done.
Yeah, for reference, clothing and fabric is what I do for a living.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I have a really, really good. I actually go down to this shop in town called Lautner and Swift, and I trust them. And I know nothing about fabrics, so they outfit me, and I just take their word for it.
Herringbone tweed.
I'm gonna need you guys to just mull over the name of that shop for a minute.
I didn't hear
What's
it.
the name of the shop?
Lautner and Swift. Oh, you've heard of them. They're fantastic.
hmm
My
No,
favorite thing in the world is that Taylor Lautner's wife is named Taylor Lautner.
Yeah.
hmm
They are literally Tay
And they get in trouble when they go to airports because people don't believe them.
That's amazing. They don't believe that's their
Correct.
name?
They don't believe they're both named that.
That's so inconvenient.
There's somebody I know here in town. Her name's Rachel. Her wife's name is Rachel.
Do they share a last name?
hmm
Dumb choices.
Amazing.
Also, I need it known I have 4 swords on me right now.
Amazing.
Oh yeah.
That is some
And 2 in my hands.
that is some rogue
Ooh.
shit right there.
You just need all 4 and have them just like make a
I don't want to take my hair down, but
Cross.
yes.
Where'd you get the swords though? I have a
Sword
thing
store.
coming up on the 19th and
Amazon.
Sword store.
gotcha. Okay.
They're hair sticks.
hair
Oh yeah,
swords.
I have like a vampire club thing that I'm going to on the 19th with a friend.
They're nice.
And
They're proper metal.
I feel like they would go pretty nicely in my locks, not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
But they're listed as hair sticks. You could probably just on Amazon type in hair swords and find them.
Yep.
Hell yeah. They got like a good weight to them.
They're not bad. They're not like they could definitely like hold some weight, but they themselves are pretty light,
Okay.
which I prefer.
But yeah, they don't bend easy.
No, they're not
Gotcha. Okay. There we go.
flexible. They could hold some weight.
They're light, but they're light but rigid.
they're light but sturdy. Yeah.
hmm
While I'm on a knee
So-
checking the floor,
Thank
investigating the floor, I'm just like, he did magic shit there, and I'm like, let me, like that researcher part of my brain's like, let me actually see if there's a, can I check under the table while I'm down on that knee? Just kind of like, has there been an Alfred Hitchcock moment here? Like, was my knee immediately next to like a switch where if I had like 6 inches to the left, I would have triggered something?
Roll investigation.
All right. What's my investigation? I'm not going to look at that sheet because it's too small to type. Investigation is +7. And that's a floor die. That's a 12.
Okay. It's a nice floor. I want to say you had the same roll or something similar to it last time because I remember specifically saying the floor is really nice and doesn't look like it has any scuff marks or dings or anything in it.
Mm-hmm. I'm checking under, like, not the floor under the table, like under the table, which I assume I don't see much of anything on a 12, but yeah.
It's nicely made.
Let me check under
The craftsmanship is very nice. There's none of the seams are off and everything, like it has like those invisible seams.
I was gonna say, I find the spot where I'm like, oh yes, this table actually expand. You pull the table apart and you put the section in the middle, and it makes it longer. That's why. Yeah.
Please hear a slightly lower voice say, I don't think that's how this table works.
I'm not a tableologist. I don't know for sure.
Tableologist.
Do you mean a carpenter?
Well, a carpenter makes the tables. A tableologist studies the tables.
Why would one
So
Pretty
study
sure
a
you
table?
carpenter. I'm sorry. One more time.
Why would someone study a table? Wouldn't that just be an archaeologist? Or
No, I think
historian?
you mean architect.
Architect, yes.
Archaeologist studies
Well-
extremely ancient tables.
Oh, yeah,
Technically,
but that's
speaking,
still study of tables.
architects don't do furniture.
This is true too.
What you
Are
are
you sure?
looking. I'm pretty sure.
What if you're an
I'm
archaeologist?
pretty sure they do like buildings and shit. I'm pretty sure they don't do furniture.
What if you're an architect?
That's not a word.
I mean, I said it.
I
So
stand by carpenter, because a carpenter designs, builds furniture. In order to design anything, you need to study it.
they do. Well, they don't just do furniture. They can do anything made of wood. Is a carpenter if they build things out of things that aren't wood? No, because if you use
Technically,
stone,
no.
if you use stone, you're a mason.
Well, if they do it in addition to wood, then they can keep the term of carpenter. If they do it instead, then it's a different. This is so many levels of not.
No.
I'm gonna go
But I
look
love
at
that this is the conversation that's happening as he's crawling around on the floor, like looking under the table.
I'm gonna go look at the Phoenix door.
Okay.
I want to see if anything about it has changed.
Okay.
If you're a carpenter, does that mean you carpent?
Nope, that's not how that word conjugates.
Yeah, well, carpent would be the verb then, right? Because if you're a writer, you write. If you're a runner,
It's
you run.
verb.
If you're a carpenter, you carpent.
That's not how that works.
I do not think this is how the word works.
Well, it depends on the
It's not.
language.
I think you need to go back to language.
Which one?
Yes.
All of them.
I got a 17 to check out that door.
Yeah, you did. Looking at it,
Can I assist
nothing's
by
changed.
catch? Oh, I was gonna see if I could assist by casting detect magic.
I mean, you can do that as well.
Mhm.
Either
know
on the
if it
same
would help
door or
or
a
not.
different door. It's up to you.
Same door. Why not?
Okay.
But I think does detect magic? Do you have to specify something? I was just within 30 feet of myself.
This is 30 feet.
Yeah, it's just anything around you.
Yeah, then I want to do that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the whole room would be glowing because it's magically
Delicious.
like in a like little pocket dimension kind of thing. So magically the room's
mean-
there, so
But with something that's specifically magical, show us something different magic than I don't know.
It's like
With detect magic, you would know the size and type of any magic around you.
it's
So
I imagine
if
it's
it-
like
for-
Daredevil's vision.
For the room itself would be fucking lit, depending on your interpretation of a pocket dimension. But they would, with basic detect magic, would be able to know the types of magic around them.
I guess technically the question would be: was the room created by a spell like a demiplane, or was it a pre-existing pocket dimension? Because if it's created by a spell, it is magic. If it's not, it's arguably not magic. It's just another.
I apologize for
realm.
going so deep into the lore of this room.
You're good.
I would like to look at the
We were
dragon
talking-
door. Good.
We were talking about carpentry. You're killing it.
Well, I'm going to bring it back around to carpentry. I want to check the dragon door with an eye to nothing except whether I think the same carpenter made the door that made the table. Because they're both made of wood.
Roll
There's probably a lot of
investigation.
things made of wood in here.
So, May, going back to you real quick.
Yes.
Nothing on the door looks like it's changed. It's still everything. It like all of the filigree and everything on it is still the same. Nothing's moved. Nothing's changed color. It looks the same as when you looked at it earlier. There's no traps on any of the doors.
Is it still locked?
Test it.
I try it.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta prepare.
You turn the knob.
Okay, fuck it.
Are you turning the knob?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. You turn the knob, and it turns further than it did the first time you tried it.
Will the door open?
Are you pulling it open?
Before I do that, I have the thought in my mind, and I go, out loud, I just say, I'm going to open this door. Does anyone have a reason I shouldn't?
I'll open the water door, the turtle door.
Okay, so you're opening up the Phoenix door?
Yep.
Okay. It opens up, and as soon as I don't know what the names of the things on a door are, but like there's the little thing that goes into the slot to hold it that gets pulled out. As soon as that hits its full thing and you open the door, you hear like a loud clunk and a scrape from behind you as a section of the floor in the middle of the circle of chairs opens up. And as you fully open the door, there is just a entire wall full of working moving gears. So there's no way through the door. The door just opens pretty much like a panel to just a whole bunch of gears. And you can kind of judge that the gears that are moving and shifting in there are like working the thing that slid open in the floor.
Well,
Intriguing.
I'm gonna
Any thoughts?
Open all the
Many.
doors.
Many thoughts. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and use Mage Hand to try to open the. I would like to express my embarrassment over not noticing the creases in the floor while checking under the table. I was so intrigued by the carpentry.
Didn't you check the floor and the table a few times?
Yeah,
You did check the
Yes.
floor. There was no seam that you could see.
I don't believe you. Not well with a 12. I was gonna say I actually rolled another 12 to check the doors.
Okay. Who's doing what?
I'm.
Opening the turtle door.
Have
You're
you
gonna
ever
open the
seen?
And
turtle
he's
door?
opening
Okay.
his door.
Have you ever seen a green dragon turn red with embarrassment?
Wouldn't that just be?
I look like Christmas. The scales like certain scales just sort of darken to red.
They make it get up in brown.
Roll investigation on the tortoise door, the turtle door.
Alrighty. God, my investigation's nothing. Let's see.
You're gonna roll stupidly.
That's an 8. That's an 8.
An 8.
Why would you say that to me, Kat?
You go to open the door and it is locked.
Oh, well. This one isn't opening.
So maybe it's a one at a time thing. Maybe we should try the others, see if they work in combination or they truly must be separate.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand to open the dragon door, and then I'm going to swap the Mage Hand away and be like, no, it's fine. I'll open it myself and reach with my physical hand.
Roll investigation.
Fine.
The door's not trapped. Or it wasn't. Maybe now.
Or itself might not be a trap, but the panel might be.
13, dirty 20. There we go. That's less shitty.
Okay. You go to try to open the door. The door is locked.
This one's
Maybe
If
it's
it
the
was-
other door?
unlocked before. It's locked now.
I want to go see what has opened up in the center of the room. I want to get a better look at what the fuck is going on.
Okay.
I'll go try the other.
Um,
Did what's your face want to try the other door?
As you walk up to the hole in the floor, I say hole, but I'm thinking it's rectangular. It's not circular. You can see just from the light of the room that there's steps going down into the floor.
Is there a pattern on the floor?
That's a good question.
Or a design that might give us a hint as to like what the next step would be?
There's some decorative designs and things in the floor, like around the whole ballroom. Just kind of
But nothing
kind
that
of patterns that are
differentiates.
associated with like certain cultures are like kind of made with the wood into the floor, but
Gotcha, okay.
it honestly just looks, decorative, like a nice fancy ballroom would have.
Okay. I was just wondering if there was a mural, Swan Lake style, Okay. Well, we didn't try the other door. Do these stairs like completely go all the way down, or is there like a stopping point?
As far as the light will go, there are stairs that go down and kind of curve, almost like a circular type stairway.
Okay.
So I have a thought, but I don't like it.
What's the thought?
There are gears behind the doorway, seemingly controlling something, and stairs leading down. If half of us were to stay here in order to adjust things as necessary, and half were to go down, everyone would have a buddy should things go wrong. No one would be left to their own devices. But we could, in theory, control what was happening with the gears as best as we could figure out while discovering what goes down further. Because the other option, I think, if those gears control anything further down, is to go down as a unit, look at what it is, come back, fuck with the gears, go down again, and see what has changed. I think the more efficient route is 2 and 2, but I don't like it. Thoughts?
Do I have a familiar?
I think
I don't.
2 and 2 might be the most efficient.
Does anyone have the ability to speak to another person from a distance?
No.
I
have.
Do I? Can't remember. Oh my god.
You do hear in your mind. It doesn't sound like his own voice. It's close enough that like it sounds like the real voice that physical Evan is imitating. As you hear Evan's thought in your mind. You mean like this?
I do. Terrifying. Horrifying. Violating of personal space, but at the moment, quite useful. I say fully out loud, so everybody else, if they didn't hear it in their mind, just hears that.
Yeah, I really should figure out a better way to probably verbal. Yeah. Complicated, simplified.
Can anyone else? I know that Ren, you said you couldn't, but Iris, can you?
No, I cannot.
I can, to a certain degree, send messages to people when necessary.
So one of you need to stay up top and one of you need to go down.
So we need one on either side.
So water genasi with one of you, one of each of you. You get a water genasi, and you get a water genasi.
I can also cast sending. In order to do the innate thing, I have to be able to see my victim.
So you can't do that from a distance.
Well, I can do it from a distance, but I have to be able to see the recipient.
Visually see. Okay.
Does a photo count? A portrait?
That depends on certain.
The sentience of the portrait?
That depends on the opinion of higher beings.
Well, if you have sending, I think then we're still good to have a person who can message on either side.
Do you think it is wise to split up, though?
No, but I do
Not
think
at all.
it's efficient.
What's my
I can see that.
Hence why I didn't rush down there. You know, I can tell you I am almost not the smartest person in this bunch. I just
I
see a problem
cannot.
fix a problem.
I too am not the smartest person here.
I guess the other question would be, for the people that are going down, do we want people like you, for example, who are, how you say,
A sneaky bitch?
Sneaky.
well, yes, but I was going to say inclined with their fingers to get into locks and things.
Buy me dinner first.
No, I don't mean like that. You're good with locks.
She doesn't
If
want
there's
to.
another door down there.
You're
She does-
very good with your hands.
She doesn't mean to beat around bush.
Buy me dinner first.
Is anyone else good with locks and things?
Dex.
Give me a sec.
I'm not good. Why am I getting British? I mean, realistically,
Darling, if I'm going down, you're staying up.
buy me dinner first.
Let's get out of this, and I will.
Oh,
I think I'm not.
I'm on a professor's salary. It's probably. I'm not tenured yet. So. I'm on a.
I'm not
I gotta-
horrible at it, but I'm not great at it. You know.
I got a ruby. We can solid. It's fine.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so Ross is going down. Who else?
I think it's either you or me. I guess. Oh, or do you want to stay with the professor? And do you have preference? Y'all seem like you got some chemistry going on.
Yes, I can stay with Evan. Theoretically, we will not be separated for long, but who knows?
Should I
We'll
roll
see.
perception to see
I'll
if
go
I
down in
saw
this
if I saw Roz go?
I didn't.
No.
I'm literally just at this point in time, I'm actually staring at the gears behind the door in an attempt to see if there's any like distinctive markings or like things that I could look for in going down that I'd be like, that thing is the same as whatever I'm. So basically, I'm looking for like any kind of markings, color variation that would make things make sense later.
I mean, there's different colors in the metal a little bit, like just depending on how the metal was worked. You know, the color varies a little bit, but there's no real markings or anything. There's just different sized gears that are just slowly turning now.
Okay.
No, but what about behind the doors? I can see the serial number on that one. Oh, never mind.
I'm gonna start walking down the stairs.
Okay.
I'm a follow.
Secret tunnel.
I will just like grab one of my daggers and just kind of like hold it in my hand. Not in any kind of threatening way, but more of like, you know, blade back against the like your arm in a kind of a safer protection, but like safer from like hurting something unintentionally, but like ready.
Okay.
I have a sickle.
If we
So as you descend the stairs, there's like small little alcoves that have like little glowing orbs that cast enough light as you're going down that you can see the stairs. Everything seems clean. This isn't like dungeony like spider webs and dust and stuff. Like this looks like it's used fairly regularly, and is maintained. It is a spiral staircase, so you are going down, so you lose sight of the opening.
As I lose sight of them,
Mhm.
I just want to check really quickly. So I point back up the way we came, and I think of the professor, and I say, I use the message cantrip and say, "Can you hear me now?"
Can I hear her now?
Yeah.
Oh,
You can hear
okay.
you can hear messages. What's the distance on that?
120 feet. Is that? No, that's the wrong thing I'm looking at. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's only 120 feet, but it's 120 feet.
Okay. Yeah, there's no problem. You hear her ask, "Can you hear this?" or whatever you just said.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear her now. I can
Good.
tell her to be careful. I think that's where the really crazy parts of the orgy happen.
I'm not responding to that, and I'm just gonna keep quiet now.
Okay. You walk for a ways. The stairs are probably about 6 feet wide, so you're not like, it's not cramped stairwell. So the two of you, if you choose, can walk side to side, or you can be one in front of the other, but you're not like, it doesn't feel claustrophobic in that kind of way.
I'm gonna
But you
go
do
behind her just
keep
to watch
walking
her back.
down.
I'm gonna walk behind you just to watch her back. It's not spooky in here or anything, but at the same time, we did just split the party.
Mhm.
You can never be too cautious.
Let's see here. Okay. Evan, what are you doing?
After trying to see if I could see the serial numbers on the gears and having no luck, I'm looking at the doorknob, at least on the open door, and probably eventually to work my way around. Is there anything on this door I'm in escape room mode. Is there anything on this door that seems detachable in a, like, I don't have to unscrew it kind of way? Like, I imagine.
Roll investigation.
I was gonna say, I'm checking the doorknob first, then like pretty much anything. Come on, good investigation. We're checking the door now. I'm the dumbest smart guy in the room because that's a nat 1 for an 8.
Oh no.
You like kind of tug on things, and you're like looking for anything that can come off of the door. Are you checking like where the gears are too?
If they're moving, probably not, like, not physically, because I don't want to stick my hands into things that are moving. But probably like visually, physically on like the outside of the door, probably the inside a little bit more, because that was the part we couldn't see from inside the room until it was opened. So kind of like, is there a panel here that pops open kind of shit.
So you look, and you're like looking at the inside of the door, and there's just wood paneling. It looks like it looks like the other side of the door in some of like the wood carved designs. It's not as like gilded as the other side, and it doesn't have a doorknob on that side because it sits flat against the gears. But you can see like there's the little metal plate that's like where the other doorknob would be, but this side, since it doesn't have a doorknob, just has a solid metal plate to hide the inner workings of the lock kind of thing. Other than that, you don't see anything else on the door, front or back, that could be taken off of easily without actually dismantling the door.
I think this door was made by a different carpenter than the rest of them.
It looks like door to me. I do not see.
That's fair. I'm also not a doorologist. I'm just a tableologist, so I couldn't tell you.
Going back to you two, you've been walking for about 5 minutes and you're still walking down the stairs. So you are far out of range at this point for your spell. And as Evan kind of finishes looking at the door, I assume, are you looking at some of the other doors too to see if there's anything?
Yeah, just the outside. Like, if they all look like structurally the same, probably not too in depth, because essentially I'd then at that point be looking for anything on the other doors that looks different than the first door. Like, I know the doorknobs are
fair.
different, and so I'd be like checking to see like, oh, are there different, or do the hinges look different, or does the paneling look different, or something like that.
Okay. So you're looking around, and Iris is kind of helping you. She's like, what are we looking for? Just like different stuff, different designs, like.
Did you ever do those puzzles when that have two pictures that look almost exactly the same and you have to find the differences? This is sort of like that.
Yes.
Yes. The
Okay.
tiny little differences, yes.
So she helps you look through things, and after a few minutes, you hear another large clunk as all of the gears in the first door stop. And there's just stillness for like 10 seconds before the door swings shut.
I didn't do that either.
On where the gears are, the door swings shut, and you hear another loud clunk as the ceiling starts to lower.
Lucas, is that you? Are you invisible? Closing doors and opening. How high is the ceiling in here? How high was the ceiling in here?
I mean, it's a big high ballroom, so probably 40 feet.
Okay, that's
30 feet. I'm trying to think of like how tall the ballroom that I have in my brain, not that this is what it looks like, but it's that one that's technically toxic, that like the paint and stuff in it and the mirrors are like
Arsenic.
arsenic
but
and
it's the one that,
stuff. It's like the one that's in like Versailles or something like that. I don't know.
yeah,
But it has
yeah, yeah.
really tall, like really, really tall ceilings and like giant mirrors that go up to the ceiling. But yeah, so maybe like 30 feet. And it's not moving fast, but the ceiling is lowering.
Iris, are we getting taller or?
She like looks at herself. She's like, she looks at the table and the chairs. No, I do not think it is us. I think the room is getting smaller. But not like magically smaller. I mean, like, I think it's going to squish us if we don't move.
Squishy, smaller, right? Well,
and the hole in the floor is still open.
Jump in, join us.
So, artifacts. Oh, okay.
Bring the table with you.
I'm gonna grab the crystal tabaxi and anything you want.
No. I do not think so.
All right. I might be able to hold the ceiling up with my 0 strength. All
I'm
right.
assuming it's like a hydro press, just out of curiosity.
It's
It's not a hide press. Kids, hide your wife.
It's a garlic press. It's about to be a garlic press. I guess we're supposed to. Dirty as the table.
I mean, it's just like it's a regular like table desk kind of thing.
Are they going to crush this table? That is an insult to the carpenter who made it.
I mean, there's such thing as mending, so I don't know. It's probably fixable.
See, above the table, I should have known that. I have that. It's fine. It's Tabaxi's mine. Oh my God, who was it? Was it Corey Feldman in Goonies? This quarter was mine. My wish never came true.
I've never seen Goonies.
Oh, that's right.
Goonies never say die, M.
Wait, how have you never seen Goonies?
Never had the chance. Never had the opportunity.
Huh.
Anytime it was ever on TV, it had already like started or was just about to finish.
Okay, well, we're gonna fix that later, but
'Kay.
not tonight.
What do you want to do?
What do you want to do?
He's getting transmission from other plane.
Hang on. I'm getting it's not coming through very well. I think it's coming. Yeah, it's coming from a different dimension.
You're a dick.
Yes, I know. Well, since the sky's falling, I suppose we'll head downstairs.
Okay.
Huh? Lead the way, Iris.
Okay. So let's see. I'm mathing in my head 1 second.
Ew.
Horrible at
Okay.
nothing in my head.
So you two are still walking.
Just keep
and
swimming.
The
I'll,
two of us are walking. And after about another 5 minutes, so you've been walking for probably 15 to 20 minutes, just down these stairs. And after another few minutes, you see around a corner, the light is brighter than what the little like lights in the walls have given.
I'm gonna kind of put my hand up without saying anything to kind of signal we should stop.
Okay.
And then I want to just sneak up and kind of like peer around the corner before we like walk. You know, like I want to kind of stealth up and go, what the fuck's around the corner?
Sure. Roll stealth.
So roll stealth so I don't give her away.
38.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit. Mine's a 17. I thought I did good. Damn.
I rolled a nat 20. That's what that look on my face was for.
So, Rin, are you also looking around the corner?
I wanted to.
Okay.
I was
So
curious.
you guys kind of like walk down side by side and you look around the corner and you do that kind of thing where you like go to like whisper something to her next to you and she's fucking gone. And you're like, what the fuck? And then you turn and she's just standing behind you. Like, she was so quiet that she's like doing that thing where she's peering like above, like your heads are like both looking around the
Mhm.
corner, but she was so quiet.
Yeah.
Just she's behind you, but for like half a second, you're like, oh my god, she turned invisible.
Oh my god. I was just about to say, oh, is that what we're doing now?
As you look around the corner, you see a hallway about 10 feet long, and there's two little alcoves of some sort that you can see that have flickering like shadows on the walls. You figure it's probably like fire of some kind, like just the way that fire kind of gives off that flickering thing. And like all around this, like the area of the alcove, it's flickering, and there's like this refraction happening of all of these like kaleidoscopic colors that are shifting and flickering in the firelight. Like, think when the sun comes through a window and hits a prism kind of thing. You're getting that kind of effect, but it's all flickering and moving. But it's really pretty. And there's open archway that is beyond the hallway that kind of opens up into, it looks like a room, but it's curved. Like, it's what you can see is like you can see the wall inside the room, and the wall has a curve to it to as far as you can see where the archway cuts it off. So think like
Should we let them know that
the
there's
visual
nothing
that you can see is kind of like if you're standing here, the archway is here, you can see the room and then the wall going like that. But there's nothing there that you can see.
Yeah. I like your idea. I think we should tell them. If we could tell
I think we
them.
should go further along. We could backtrack a wee bit.
Now is the time I come completely clean. That spell has a much shorter range than what we have traversed. And quite frankly, I do have the ability to make it go further, but not this far. So I was hoping that in the time that we had been walking, Evan would have sent a message and gone, "What the fuck's going on? Why are you taking?" So I'm pretty sure I can respond to his. So full disclosure, we have no way of contacting them. So whatever we do at this moment is on us.
Yeah, because
I mean, if we
Evan's
wait,
thing, he has to be able to see you, right?
Not sending.
Evan has sending.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I think I'm
His other thing, he has to be able to see you, but
not sending.
he has
which-
sending.
Am I unstupid enough to think about casting
Of
sending
sending? That's
as we're
a
about
different.
to go down the step?
That's a different question. But yeah. So I'm not opposed to continuing forward, but if we do that, I want you to be fully aware of what's on the table.
gotcha.
The ceiling's on the table.
Not yet. As far as I know, it's 40 feet in the air. I don't know about your shit. I don't know you're coming.
Maybe we wait for a bit to see if they kind of get tired of not being able to contact us and then come down themselves, or I don't really know. We did say that we were going to be working together, so part of me feels a bit weird about just continuing on without them.
I'm having a similar feeling. However, it feels in poor taste to belay the weaknesses of a potential coworker before we have the job, but I have a feeling that unless Iris kicks him in the ass, he's still looking at doors.
You may be right about that,
And potentially
but we can
waxing.
always hope that Iris gets him in the ass.
That is what I hope for. Let's give it 10 minutes. If we haven't heard from them, make a decision.
Sounds like a plan.
Are you
Gonna
staying in the stairwell or going out into the hallway?
Oh, stairwell.
staying in the stairwell.
Stairwell. I'm not
Okay.
trusting the fucking hallway yet.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I knew where you were. Okay. So yeah, you sit there for a while and you see you kind of just get almost mesmerized, not in like a you're not getting like magically mesmerized, but like
But like the way
mesmerized
fire
by the pretty shiny colorful firelight. Like it's fun. It's almost like those like domed like party lights that have all the little like different colored things on them and they just like shift and move.
I have one.
Yep, it's kind of given that effect almost.
Well,
And so you just kind of sit there. It's very peaceful. Nothing. You don't hear anything other than each other shifting and sighing and whatever conversation you might want to have. And Evan and Iris walk down the stairs forever.
Do I fucking
And
remember
so-
halfway down?
Huh?
I'm rolling 50-50 to see if I remember halfway
Oh, okay.
down.
So about 10 minutes passes. And Evan and Iris are still walking. Because they have, unbeknownst to them, about another 5 minutes to go.
okay.
Evan is apparently counting the steps unconsciously. That's what his that's why his he's not remembering the stuff they talked about, the plan they made. Because he's that little OCD part of his brain is accidentally fixated on however many we're on.
So when we get to the end of that 10 minutes, I'm going to try pointing back up the stairwell just on the off chance and reaching to part of myself inside, pushing a little extra oomph into it to make that a 240-foot range, knowing it's probably not enough, or like fully thinking that they are up at the very top and there's no hope, but just as a like paranoid precaution.
Mm-hmm.
And thinking of Iris saying, "It is very unlikely you can hear me, but on the off chance you can, are you on your way?"
You give it a moment. And there's no response.
Okay, Ren, we got a decision to make. Forward or back?
Toss a coin to your witcher.
Hmm?
I'm sorry. I said toss a coin to your witcher.
Mhm.
I feel we should go back a little bit. Just retrace our steps some. And if we don't hear from them, then we continue forward. Maybe 5 more minutes of just retracing.
I don't know what good it would do us at this point. Just be walking back up the stairs. And if we're going to turn around anyway, We both know 5 minutes will not get us back.
Well, it might get you within range again if they've been traversing down here. But that, again, on the off chance that Evan
Why would they
isn't
be-
still looking at the chairs.
At this point, he's probably talking about carp as a verb.
Like people who do carpentry?
Yes, which is not even what the
Like
verb would be, but it's not that.
carpenters?
That's what there. It's what he's
Oh,
talking. I don't. I've known this man less than a day. It is what he is talking about with
huh.
such a degree of certainty that I don't feel for anything.
Huh.
Oh, here's the rub. Unless we commit to going back upstairs, which is an option on the table,
Mhm.
it is unlikely that my magic will reach them. So it's on
So suppose
Evan
we
to reach out.
gotcha. So suppose we continue forward until we hear.
I think our options as I see them are back, forward, or wait for him to discover that the doors are not opening. Unless they are. They're on their own mission. I feel poorly about turning around.
I think
There's
moving forward would be the best course.
all right.
It doesn't. If there's nothing we can do, we have been waiting for quite a bit of time, and they haven't shown up, haven't contacted. Then I feel like moving forward is just the next logical step.
Then I say we go cautiously and slowly.
That is fine by me.
How sturdy are you?
Define what you mean by sturdy.
If something comes out there and smacks you in the fucking chest, how likely are you to go flying?
That's a great question. I think I feel like I'll be fine. I should be fine, but medium sturdy.
Right. What's your thing? Like I'm sneaky. That's like I'm sneaky and I'm good with my hands. Like what's your thing? Just so as we're going forward, we're aware of the skill set on the table.
It's not great for indoor stuff per se. Kind of causes a wee bit of destruction.
Love.
But give me a second. I'm just gonna wave my hand and cause like a shower of sparks. I do some magic. I dabble for the last couple years.
So learn magic. Not innate. Or was it discovered?
I could do it one day.
Discovered. Okay, that's fun. I have these. I say, holding up the knife in my hand. And I'm damn good with them.
Oh,
So,
if we're talking about like weapons and stuff, I got that too. And it's gonna hold out gonna just hold out a sickle and a dagger.
great.
I can.
I don't know that we'll need them, but I don't know what's down here, and I like to have more information. Is there anything you would like to know? I feel like I'm asking for information and not volunteering it, and I understand that can not always go well.
I mean, you seem pretty stealthy. I assume you try to like maybe poke someone and not get poked back. For the most part, like with.
I can take a hit just about as good as I can give them. Maybe
Okay.
not as good. Maybe not as good, but pretty good.
I can take a hit pretty well. I can also make hits not hurt as much. Depends.
Fascinating.
It's a weird thing. It's fine. If something happens, you'll know when you see it. It's I haven't had to. It hasn't come up too often.
All right. Well, I'm not without my magical tricks, but they're nothing more than tricks.
My magic hurts most of the time.
Feeling.
How long have
So
we-
yeah, I was
I was
carefully
gonna
helping.
say if that's where that conversation is kind of going, I need both of you to roll. Actually, all three of you to roll perception checks.
Oh no, not perception.
Well, Evan just
Oh, wait, no,
finally remembered. So
Oh,
depending on how long we've been walking down the stairs, Evan finally just remembered. I think he lost track of the number of steps. I think it got to a point where the number of steps took longer to think than it took to walk the steps because he's like 11,322 and remember that he was supposed to cast fucking sending. What the fuck is my
Well, I'll
perception?
have you hold off on that for just a second.
20.
You did a nat one.
No,
Oh,
not natural.
You rolled a 2?
I have a negative perception, my guy.
oh no. Okay.
Well, on the bright side, I have a not natural 20 to balance that out.
Okay. Evan.
No, fucking 8.
Okay. So Rin is the only one to hear the sound of footsteps coming from above y'all on the stairs.
It's coming,
And the other two of you are so like concentrating like Roz is concentrating on like, okay, the next steps, things I need to have prepared, and Evan is counting, and he gets to a certain point and he's like, oh fuck, I need to cast the thing. And so you're concentrating on the components for casting sending. You do not hear the muffled words coming from a ways down. Like, you still have a little ways to go, but like Rin can hear the sound of
Rin hears me
the
go, oh
footsteps
fuck.
on probably.
do I recognize the voice? Or is it too muffled?
Roll history, I guess, to see if you recognize it from the last couple hours.
Oh shit! The one thing I get a nat 20 on is something I have a 0 to.
Hell
you get to
fucking
roll
yes.
again and add it.
What do I gotta do? Sorry.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you on a check when you nat 20, you get you get 10 hit points, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
I believe so.
So you roll the d20
And
again, and you
temporary
get
hit point.
that many 10 hit points for an hour.
Hell yeah.
Checks.
15.
Fuck yeah, so you have 15 temp hit points for the next hour.
Bet.
What would you like to do? You recognize this voice. You know it's Evan. You hear "oh fuck" and Roz go, "What? What is the matter?" Or not Roz. Fucking Iris say that. Sorry, I was looking at you when I said it. So,
yeah, I don't even know the feeling.
Evan down here. Not loud, but like I'm still talking. But like,
you're like
it's,
saying it up the
I'm
stairs.
projecting my voice. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
projecting but not yelling, using my diaphragm like a good
What's
theater
happening?
kid. Evan's here.
Evan, what is your passive perception?
12.
Okay. Rin, roll a straight d20. What was it?
14.
14. Okay. Do you have? I'd say it still is going to work, but do you have any performance? What's your performance points?
+4 to performance.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, your passive perception catches that call up the stairs from Rin.
In time before I waste a 3rd level spell slot? Or
Yes.
okay.
I point up the stairs because if they're close enough to hear them, I'm assuming they're close enough for my message. And I'll just kind of send it up the stairs to Evan and go, "You were supposed to reach out."
You don't hear words in response. You feel absolute fucking embarrassment in response.
And
I point
after about a minute, you all can hear each other. Like you hear the shuffling of they're just about to round the corner down the stairs of feet.
Hello, hello.
That took forever. Were you guys walking for like 15,
the
20 minutes?
the whole time. Yeah, the
Yes.
whole time. We
That was
stopped,
ridiculous.
obviously. We were waiting to hear from you when I realized outside the range of my magic.
That's fair. Things got fucking weird.
What do you mean?
The
think
ceiling? Oh, you go.
I think I accidentally triggered a trap. So we had to
The-
depart the room.
I thought you
I
said there
don't think
weren't
it was
traps.
trapped.
They weren't trapped.
I was tinkering and touching and tweaking and suddenly the ceiling started to descend. So if it wasn't me, it was an awfully inconvenient coincidence.
I mean, we were looking at things, but like all the gears in the door stopped. So I just assumed that it like because
It
those
was
stopped, the things started
stairs.
happening. Maybe it was like timer. Like it was waiting and it hit a certain spot and like I don't
Hey,
know.
timer.
That is one hypothesis.
Well,
But yes, the ceiling was starting to like come down and was going to squish us, so we just decided to come downstairs.
good thing you did. We were debating whether to continue on without you or for you.
That's fair.
There's a hallway up here. It's got a couple of alcoves and some really beautiful light, but it looks like whatever's down here starts there.
Okay.
We were just comparing notes, I should say. on skill sets and understandings for whatever was ahead.
That's a good idea.
So, what do you do?
Well, if you get hurt, I can heal you, like a lot. And then I can do transform thing into animal and like bite or scratch or whatever. So like if we need small animal to like sneak in like the inside door or something, or like to fly, like you just let me know. And there's certain things I haven't learned how to do yet, but like it's fun. It's nice. I like to prank people sometimes. It's really funny.
I bet it is.
But yes, if you get hurt, you just let me know. I feel you. How about you? And she looks at Evan.
Oh, I think I overthink. I overthink a little more. I forget, and then I'm not entirely sure what I can really do. It's a lot of thinking magic into reality.
That sounds cool.
It's
And you know why there's nothing wrong with overthinking, right?
well, we can agree to disagree. It'll be fine.
But you know what? There's nothing wrong with you overthinking. You're still alive.
Well,
Which means that the thinking that you've done, whether it's overthinking or right away, you're still alive.
I am.
I personally am not a fan of people who just like run off half cocked and just like fucking dive into situation without like analysis. So
I
I
mean,
have no problem with this.
you're best going into a situation with the whole chicken, but you know, I tend to go in with an entire hen house full of chickens.
That
Anyway,
means
What?
more help. So yes. Like Iris totally understands where you're going with this analogy because she does the animal thing. So she's like, many chicken better than one chicken. It's more help.
Very true. No, thank you.
And yeah. So I assume she would ask you guys what you do, and for sake of time, since all four of us have heard what we can do, you go over that.
I don't mention the magic.
Okay.
That's pretty much all.
I just
Oh,
mention sneaky shit.
I was gonna say I can't respond to that. Yeah, all I do is magic. I'm pretty ineffectual at anything else. I can get coffee. I can do that. I can file like a motherfucker.
Um,
I
I'm
do
gonna.
magic and I hit things pretty decently too.
So hallway.
Hallway.
Hallway. Have you gone into hallway yet?
We've looked down hallway.
Okay.
We've not been in.
Okay.
Fill it.
One little thing. If it does come to major healing, me last. Got a couple tricks up my sleeve.
Okay, that's fair.
But we can go. I'll go like around and show them the hallway.
Okay.
I want to start hiding things
Ooh.
in my sleeve so that I can say I have tricks up my sleeve too.
Amazing. I love that.
It's just cereal.
I was gonna say it's one of those like fake things of roses that like pops out when you pull it out of your sleeve.
Mm-hmm. It's just cereal.
I just had such a fucking Shane
Tricks are for
flashback.
kids.
I had such a stupid Shane flashback. Go ahead.
Good.
It's cute though. I like it.
That karma payment for you.
If no one else steps forward, I'll just start cautiously walking down the hallway.
It looks like a.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what a rave is. It looks. I wonder if this is what happens in the orgies when they get really, really, really drunk and the lights sparkling and.
No.
You said that with such authority that it makes me curious.
We can talk about it later.
And by curious, I mean by curious.
By curious.
Anyway.
Yeah, you walk down the hallway, and it's only 10 feet. Like, it's not a long ways. Nothing weird happens, but as you get to the area where the sparkly lights are like really hitting, because they're like set back within, so there's a clear like cutoff on the ceiling and the floor where just the edge of the alcove is, and the light just doesn't go past. But as you get further down the hallway, you can see into these little alcoves, and there are these big braziers full of fire that have multiple colored stones, gems, like inside the brazier. It looks like if you've ever seen those like glass fire pits that has the flames coming up from between the glass, but there's no like wood or anything on it. It's what that looks like, except it's all different types of gems cut in different ways, and casting just this kaleidoscope of flickering color. It like completely inside the alcove. It looks really fucking rad. And then out into the hallway. And there's one on each side. They both look the same, and both have the same like kind of like flame and stones in it. And as you get closer, because they're like right before the archway, you can see further into the archway, and you can see that there is how to describe this. The room looks to be circular, at least from your perspective. And there's like the best way that I can describe it is like this would be, from what you can guess, this is the wall. It's solid, and then there's just like a hallway all the way around it. Or that's what it gives you that's what it looks like.
I look down into the gems and the fire, and as I look down, I just go, Evan, if you're feeling brave, neither of us have to.
Neither of us have to what?
Pay for dinner.
That's true. And I'm far more smart than I am brave. And so I go like I'm reaching for the gem, but then I stop. And you see, however, a couple of the gems respond anyway, as if picked up, because I can cast Mage Hand invisibly.
Oh, that's cool.
Subtle telekinesis. This is what I mean about the mind over magic. I like the idea that I do like the idea that he's like, excuse me, pulls a Jackson. Excuse me, Mr. Stone. I'm gonna call you Oliver. Oliver, could you come over here, please? I would rather not stick my hand in the fire. Right over here.
Okay. How many stones how many stones do you want to be picking up, or do you want to roll to see how many you pick up?
5 pounds worth. Not really. 3. I'll go with 3. I'll go with 4. Actually, there's 4 of us. I'll go with 4.
Okay. Are you looking for like a specific stone, or just like whatever?
Whatever was.
Because
on top.
there's all kinds of stuff in here. If you guys want to make me a quick investigation check.
Okay, come on, Evan. Fucking. There we go.
16.
Okay.
$21.
Oh, nice. Rin? If you said something, we couldn't hear you.
Alex?
Rin? Are you there?
Yes.
You can't go back upstairs.
Did not hear you if you said the number for rolling investigation.
See, I think my mic's going in and out.
Mm.
Yeah, I think so.
We heard that.
That is not investigation. That's a solid 8.
Okay. So, Rin, you're not quite as familiar with just on like eyeballing stones like from afar.
Yeah.
So you pick up a couple that seem like they're pretty simple. Like you can see jade and turquoise and some pearls, you know, the things that are pretty easily identifiable just
Merchant
at a
stuff.
glance. There's some tiger's eye, you know, things like that. But for you two, you can kind of tell, at least from the top view, there could be other things buried underneath, but from the top view, you can see diamonds, rubies, amethyst, emeralds, moonstones, onyx, opals, amber, turquoise, sapphires, pearls, topazes, jades, rose quartz, tourmaline, fuchsite, tiger's eye. Like they're all just like mixed together. There's a lot of them in each brazier. So, are you looking for a specific gem, or are you just picking up the first 3 that your invisible hand can do?
Just, I guess, gets the whatever 4
Might
are on top.
I make a suggestion?
You may make as many suggestions as you want.
Sapphire, ruby, jade, and onyx, if you can find them.
Can you do that? Sapphire?
I'd say with his 21, he can easily spot those.
He's undoubtedly like he knows them because he knows specifically what spells he's figured out certain gems are better suited as the material component. Like the sapphires work really well with abjuration spells, and he's trying to shut the fuck up about it because he's like, this is not the time for this. But the emeralds are good, and he's like, the mage hand is like the fingers in there flicking through. I like the idea too because it is invisible, but with the flames coming up, there's a little bit of like you can sort
Contour.
of you can sort of see like because of the and it's in there. Just flick. Do you
Okay.
would I roll anything in particular to get those 4?
No, I'd say with your 21, when you were looking in to see the stones, you're able to easily identify all of the different types of stones. So you can pick out what you're looking for.
The hand picks up one that's the right color but the wrong stone, and I'm like, no, that one is. I know they look the same, but the other.
The best description that I have for this, and it's so awful but hilarious, is that they're like big braziers filled with Skittles, M&Ms, Reese's Pieces. Like they're all these different colors, but you're like, you know what you're going for when you're going into the mix.
Mm-hmm.
And so you come out with one of each of those stones easily enough.
Thank you. Should I name a hand? I'm not going to name the hand.
Okay.
Now, let's see. This one will get us dinner at the really fancy place downtown. This one will get us dinner at this really nice local joint that I know. It's a little less expensive. This one honestly won't get us much. This one will get us lunch at a really nice food cart that I know.
Interesting. And I'm just going to start walking forward.
Okay.
Seems to know where she's
So,
going.
yeah. Anyone else want to do anything?
I'm
Rin?
just gonna follow behind her,
Okay.
like I've been doing, just watching her back.
Um,
I'm gonna try to snag
so
a
you walk through the arch into the room, and
Do any of those
as
diamonds look like
you-
they were 300 gold?
I guess make an investigation check on that one. Yeah, like one of those like little diamond glass things that you can like
Not
look
with
at
a
the gems.
10.
The gem jeweler's tool.
I
It
do
is one of the things.
I do actually have a jeweler's kit. Can I help him?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I was like, it is a thing that you can get in the game, so
Did you roll or do I just roll with advantage?
Hold on real quick. Did we see that message, everybody?
I do see that message. If you will give me 5 minutes, I have a place where we can
Yep.
stop. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. I just didn't want to ignore it.
No, you're good. But yes, you can give advantage.
That's 15 plus 7 is 22, which is much better than
Okay.
the 10 I rolled. So I'm like looking at
yes,
it.
they
I'm
are.
looking at it, and you just, without saying a word, you just put the magnifying glass up to my eye.
Yes, you can tell that this is worth that much.
Spared no
Um,
expense.
Correct. As each of you walks through the archway, you see something that you could not see from the other side of the archway. As you each walk through, you still see the same room, but now there is a door in front of you. On that like curved wall. And then there's hallway that goes around each side, and you can't see past a certain point because of the curvature.
I know about Roz, but what about the hallway? I'm no doorologist, but that's a door.
Yep. There's nothing else other than some like
And look,
some lights.
Don't flirt with me right now. We have to finish the test first.
But you do see a door in front of you, and this door has an animal knob similar to the one that you saw upstairs. The one that is in front of you is the dragon, and you can see that it is made, it's carved or whatnot in the same shape, the same way that the head was upstairs. Its eyes are empty.
Oh.
So what are you doing? Do you want to investigate? Do you want to
Poking it.
you want to poke it?
No, I don't want to fucking. I want to poke it. Evan doesn't want to poke it.
Okay.
Evan does want to poke it. He's a researcher. That's essentially what they do.
Is it? What kind of researcher is he?
Oh, you talking about the doorknob? Oh, no. I'm not touching the doorknob yet.
Can I do just a really quick sweep for traps?
Sure. Roll investigation.
Not great. So that'll be a 10.
I thought you were gonna be like, not great. That's only a 25.
That's a 31.
A 10. As far as you can see, this hallway looks fairly normal. Like, it's a weird shape, but you don't see any weird pressure plates or tripwires or anything that looks weird for the situation that you're in.
It's a completely normal secret hallway in a subterranean cavern beneath.
Are you walking the hallway?
If it doesn't look like anyone's going to open the door in this immediate moment, I do want to walk the hallway.
Okay. So as you walk the hallway looking for this, as you get about a quarter of the way around, you see another door. And this one has a tortoise head. Its eyes empty. You walk another quarter of the way around. You see a phoenix door. The eyes are empty. You continue walking around, and it was tiger. Yeah, tiger. Right? Did I get that right? Dragon. Yeah. And you see a tiger. And then you walk the final way, and you're back to where you were.
I just
You
start
see
like
all 4 animals.
I'm just chuckling as I walk up to the crew and I go, "Well, Evan, I had you pick the right gem. Ruby, please."
Okay.
I want to do
And
something
then,
stupid, but I'm
'cause
not
you
going
said
to. I
You
want to
said
pick up
eyes.
the.
What was that?
You said eyes, right?
Yep. Both of
I'm
their
gonna-
eyes are empty.
I'm gonna walk over to the brazier and I'm gonna grab out a ruby with my bare hand.
Okay. As you reach to grab the ruby, no fire burns your hand. This fire doesn't hurt.
Alrighty
Okay.
then.
And that is
My
where
friend-
I'm going to leave this. Just for sake of time for Alex. But
I
you are
do
on the right track.
apologize. Today's been
No,
weird.
no. You are fine. And you're actually you're actually proving Anthony right on this for me, because we were talking about guesses as to where the session would end tonight. And this is pretty much almost exactly where he guessed it would end.
Well, you're welcome for proving you right there.
I'm learning, Meg. I'm learning about pacing and where to expect
I'm
players.
so proud of you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no,
yes,
today's just been wild. Ugh.
that is fair. But yes,
But next
so
time
you are
I
in.
should be.
I just
Sorry,
want to
go ahead.
solidify real quick. You are in a round. It goes completely around. There's no other exits other than going back the way you came, but you know that the ceiling was dropping in the room above the stairs. And so you have 4 doors ahead of you, one of each of the animals that you saw above, and all of their eyes are missing their gems. That's where we're going to leave it.
I totally want to
Alright.
pick up the what were the other what was one of the other ones? It wasn't the ruby.
Oh,
Emerald?
you want the sapphires.
I'm gonna pick up out of my hand. I pick up the not ruby, the sapphire, and hand it to you. And I'm like, I know this one. Her name is Ruby.
No,
But
that's yours.
She doesn't believe you.
yes, are we good to play next Friday?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Alright.
I will
right.
let you know if things get drastic and that changes. But it shouldn't change unless shit gets drastic.
Sounds good. And if when, like, I know you said Wednesday was an option, if Wednesday works better for you, please let us know, because I think all the other 3 of us have pretty open schedules.
Wednesday's worse. Friday's the best option.
Perfect. Just wanted to put that out there. So, all right. Good night, Alex. I hope that you has good sleeps.
I appreciate it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
I do want to say above the table for the gears in the door, it was a timer. They were slowly pulling up pretty much like a pin or a weight or something. And once it got to a certain point, that's where it like clicked down, and that was when the ceiling started to lower. So if you guys had stayed up there, you would have had a certain amount of time to investigate before pretty much being forced to go down the stairs.
I rolled a 9.
Yeah.
Though. Evan fully thinks he triggered a trap that they did not find.
So Roz is paranoid, but she's not actually that smart. So she comes up with solutions, and then she has a hard time looking for other solutions.
Mhm.
So in her mind, it was actively controlling something below. and therefore
Mhm.
it was potentially needed to like someone to adjust it as we go through whatever so that we could, and then we were just gonna have to go up and down and unless we had some kind of communication. That was what the initial thought was. And then with her intelligence score, we go with the initial thought.
That's fair.
And she's like, yeah, that's what it is. That's what the puzzle is. I figured it out. I'm the best.
Fuck yeah.
But there's also a reason she has learned to be like, this is what my plan is. Do we have a better plan?
That's fair. And I do want to say, Anthony, I think it's completely fair that Evan would be talking and telling people about the specific things, meanings behind things, or information. He's a researcher. He knows stuff. That's part of his strength, and that's part of what the higher tech is wanting him for, is the fact that he knows stuff, but also he can share that knowledge.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, he does it in a slightly obsessive compulsive, like I'm talking to Phil silence kind of way. Like I have to narrate
Yeah.
things to whatever. Like I don't. It might be the sound of his own voice, but it's like so. Him being a scion specifically, that's the mental magic. I think him talking is his way of distracting himself. It's like having all the thoughts in your head doubled with all of the magic also inside your head, and it's just this, not a cacophony like sound, but it's just this clutter. And talking is a way to like pay attention to something else instead of that. Nice. Mm-hmm.
Not
I was
that
having
bad.
fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
no,
know.
I like the nerdiness that he has.
I've been having fun with it because in my mind, Roz was a student there and was like in another life absolutely gonna join you on research fucking nerd path. And life changed. But I love the idea that she will play the pedantic game, the pedantic game we play, right? But on the level of like, instead of the indulge and go deeper that is the two of us, she's that's like, I see where you're coming from, but god damn.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say, I love this idea, and you totally don't have to do this for him, but I love this idea that he is a researcher, he has magic, but I love the idea that in a world where there is magic, he is obsessed with learning like street magic. Like the shit that we have. Like the flower coming out of the sleeve, or like the hidden coin or whatever. Like I love this idea that he loves the practical magic that's not actual like
Love that movie.
magic. It's all illusionary. Like
partially
it
I think, and I think he logics it because he's like, if I can achieve certain effects like that, then I don't have to use up my actual magical energy to do stuff. Now, of course, there's like, cantrips that he can do all he wants. He absolutely did though when Iris said you're alive. I don't think you even need to roll perception. He um there was a bit of a somber drop, like a good historical sorrow washed through his voice when he's like, because I think he said I am.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, overthinking means that you're still alive. But yes, it's very charming that if you did have like the flowers in the sleeve, that is so charming and cute.
The funny thing is he has prestidigitation, so he could actually do that with. He could.
Yeah.
I like the idea of faking street magic with real magic too, the other direction.
Like you do the fake magic and you like fuck it up on purpose to be like, oh, I fumbled that, and you're like, hold on, let me try it again, and then huzzah!
It's just, yo, that's just a zero fail. We know that, right? From Good Omens, where he tries to do magic, he fucking sucks, and then an actual miracle happens to make it strike work.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's something adorably charming about that, especially too if you purposely fuck up the real or the fake magic of like, you know, trying to pull the flowers out and they like one of the flowers like falls off or something. You're like, okay, hold on a second. You like stuff it back in your sleeve and then you prestidigitate actual real flowers instead of paper flowers. Like, I don't know, something about that is just really cute.
I see. I think the way he's gonna pull that on Roz is he's gonna go like he's gonna. I also have a trick up my sleeve. Ready? Watch. He goes to pull, and he prestidigitates, and it's a dandelion stem, and the dandelion top is missing. And he's like, oh, it didn't work. And then the mage hand, the invisible mage hand, with a full prestidigitated flower, sort of floats out from behind him, and he's like, "You show off."
I love that.
Being adorable.
I love the idea that it's the stem and the little circular bit, like it had fully bloomed and all of the like puffs had come off, so it was just the head with no fluff or flower part on it.
Yep. Well, you know what they
That's
say.
That's really fucking cute.
You know what they say. I don't. I assume you do.
I'm good with my hands.
I've heard that. So far only from you, but I've definitely heard it.
No, not only from me. Iris said it.
Oh,
people like you who are good with your fingers. I think I said good with your fingers.
You said good with your fingers.
Good with the
yeah,
fingers.
good with your fingers. Good with your fingers.
Yes, it's good
with the... Maybe they buy me dinner first.
No, not that way, not that way. Like,
I mean, I'm good
quick way.
That way too.
Oh, good.
You're what we down in filing call a phalangeal specialist.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll perception to see if two of your fingernails are shorter than the others.
They
I'm actually perception. What is my perception? +3? 15.
4 of them are.
Oh. See, that's actually why I learned Mage Hand, because these Dragonborn hands are just talons and claws, and that's a UTI waiting to happen.
Oof.
So I'm ambidextrous. It's
damn it.
fun at the orgies. Anyway.
That's right.
My brain just had, do Dragonborns have cloacas? And I am so upset with myself right now.
No, they don't. And I have proof.
But we know
Do tell.
Have you heard of a company called Bad Dragon?
Jesus fucking Christ!
I have heard of that I have heard of that company. A friend of mine started it when I was living back in Samanaya.
No, it's Naughty Dragon.
Naughty. It's Naughty Drake.
Not
that Drake. Not that Drake. Naughty Wyvern.
That sounds like a pedophile.
Naughty Dragon.
Naughty Dragon.
Or Naughty Dragon.
Naughty Dragon.
With a K? Anyway.
Yes.
I'm so mad at myself for that joke.
That's okay. That's where I was going. That's what I was going for, was Naughty Dragon.
I knew what you were going for, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I
I mean, to be
like
fair, even Naughty Dragons has a thing that does deposit eggs inside of you, so technically they do have cloacas.
So do human. Anyway, no.
Like
So,
actual eggs, not sperm.
I want to cease this conversation.
I just need you to know that's where my brain was do Dragonborns have cloacas? And I'm like, no.
No. Neither did the lizard men of LA. But
Do
Mothman
dragons?
does.
Do
Anyway, so
But Mothman does. Okay.
dragons?
one of my favorite actual like real life things is how many people who believe in like a creation theory of like the beginning of the universe have comments about like the dragon or that dinosaurs weren't, because
Wait,
how would
you
we
cut
have
out the
not
dinosaurs were what?
dinosaurs aren't real because we didn't know
Mm.
about them for so long. And I'm
Mm,
like, yeah, or they're like, if there were always these dinosaur bones, nobody. And all I can say is like, yeah, nobody found dinosaur bones, but every culture on Earth has some form of fucking dragon. You
mm,
think that's not related?
correct. It's also
Mhm.
kind of like saying that like I'm trying to think of which like Jupiter isn't real because we didn't know about it for so long. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
it
on.
was always there. I assure you, it was always there.
Mm-hmm. Look at all the new species of animals that we keep
Yeah.
finding, and
I
plants
mean,
and
quite
things.
frankly,
That's not real.
with Jupiter, quite frankly, is probably one of a few things keeping us from cascading into our sun. Or at
Mm,
least it was at the beginning, which helped us develop orbit. According
mm.
to about like 12 different documentaries uh, about space, almost
Mm,
all voiced by Neil deGrasse Tyson
correct.
Or
As
Carl
they
Sagan.
should be.
or
Mm.
Carl Sagan.
Or I can't remember his name. It's gonna sound racist, but the Asian guy.
Yep, I knew I wasn't gonna say it, but you
It starts
are.
with an M. His last name starts with, or his first name starts with an M. And he has like crazy white hair or silver hair.
Mm.
And I
Uh-huh.
can't think of his name.
Unfortunately, the racist way is how you Google him. He comes up because if you Google Asian science guy, he's the top
Michio
result.
Kaku. Michio Kaku.
Yep,
That's funny.
Or Michio. Yeah. Michio Kaku.
he's really cool.
He is really fucking cool.
Like,
An American theoretical physicist, science communicator, futurologist, and writer of popular science.
I think he is so cool. I love listening to him. He explains things beautifully, but I can
Mhm.
never remember his fucking name, and I feel terrible for. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
There is
Be
one
better, I
particular.
guess.
Ooh, here's a question. Here's a question.
Anyway, are you guys liking it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I didn't like my
Yeah.
play tonight, but that's on me. That's neither here nor there. 32. There's one particular gem. I've only ever encountered one of them, and it was under extraordinarily high security. But there's one particular crystalline formation that works extraordinarily well with psionic magic. And I don't know where it came from. I can't get any information on it. It is in the possession of, well, to be honest, no one has it.
I was gonna make a joke and say, is it kryptonite? But then I remembered what you're talking about.
Then will you still call me Superman?
Is there anything? I'm just gonna ask this now. Anthony,
Ah,
is there anything that you would like to retcon?
retcon, no. Because
Okay.
I, as a player, can be frustrated and annoyed with forgetting something, while I, as an autistic person and a person with ADHD, can absolutely 1000% be like, I have been told things and I have had conversations that literally 35 seconds later I completely forgot. So, like, it fully makes sense. So,
Also, just to put us out there, we never agreed that you would send that message.
Mhm.
We never agreed. We simply made the teams based on the fact that you could.
yeah,
If you wanted
We
to.
never actually agreed that you would send that message.
yeah.
We go back to Roz's intelligence level and having just assumed things. And
Mhm.
having a negative wisdom and having just assumed things.
Mm.
But we never actually made that agreement.
No, but yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to double check since you said you weren't happy with it. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't like, anything that you wanted to retcon or take back, because that's totally fine. If not, cool. It's
Yeah. I
we'll
mean,
keep on keeping on.
I wouldn't mind taking back that nat 1, but it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it doesn't unfortunately work that way.
We should figure out a because there's exploding dice is a thing that's obviously always, not always, but that's long existed. We should figure out the opposite when you roll a 1 on any die. Like, what's the opposite of an exploding? It's a squib or a fizzle? A fizzle dice.
I mean, I've seen it in the past with rolling a 1 can like lead to like a point of physical harm of like you stub your toe or you like hit your funny bone or like something
Mm,
the real world that happens or
mhm.
but I don't want to do anything that's like embarrassment type stuff, but like I could understand of like you try to say something and like you try to say something to somebody and they take it the wrong way or
You know what
they
we
don't
could
hear you say it.
you know what we hypothetically could do? Thinking about like Mythic, a nat 1 could is instead of it being a failure on your part, a nat 1 could essentially be the equivalent of a random event where whatever you're trying to do, you fail at because something interrupts. You know what I mean? It's like if you're trying to like, oh, I'm trying to pick a lock in an alley and you nat 1 because there was a car crash like right outside the alley. You know what I mean? Like it's not you failing because you're incompetent. It's the environment, something happening in the environment that completely distracts what you're doing.
Or you nat 1 because one of your like lockpick things is old and it breaks in the lock or something.
That's a thing, right? If you nat 1 on picking a lock, don't there's I it might have been from the Frostmaiden campaign. You roll a
None
second
of,
one.
yes, none of those are like written rules. They're all like house interpretations, but yes,
Mm-hmm.
they function.
Yeah.
And I, as on a personal level, when it comes to those, like to check in with people before throwing them in because like it already sucks when you wanted to do something so cool and you can't do the cool thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's why there's not something that like worsens one
Mhm.
because they already suck. And
Yeah.
like in the grand scheme of things, they're so important and so good because they make the story that much more interesting.
Mhm.
But like you were so prepared to do something so cool and you failed miserably.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think
It's-
it's more of just like you have an explanation of what
Yeah.
happened.
And I guess that's why the idea of essentially a random event, in a way, it doesn't worsen, it not imposes, but it provides a narrative explanation for this failure. And so it's like the lockpick thing. I go to pick the lock, I nat 1. The nat 1 isn't like you're so incompetent that you snap your tools. It's something unexpected happens and adds to the story.
Mhm. Oh, I'm 100% on board with that. It's the lasting consequences that I always like to take a peek at, because like if it does like a point of damage or whatever, like a good berry, that's easy enough. You know, like stuff that's that small is really easy. When it comes to like breaking things, like you're like, I rolled a nat one and now my lock fucking broken.
I have mending.
If people have mending and access to that, totally fine then, you know, because it's not a permanent thing. But if people don't have access to that kind of thing, it all of a sudden becomes like, that feels like a harsher consequence. So everything in this game, I think my opinion on it is super conditional on the circumstance. But overall, I'm not as big of a fan for like quote unquote consequences of nat ones. Like I think they're really easy to I think it's really easy to describe a nat one as like a failure, but it's also possible to describe a nat one as a scenario where you've entered a world where there isn't, because the dice have said there isn't a good way out of this. This is just the way things are in this moment. And like on top of that, so cute. It's so cute. On top of that, like the world of like, even if you are a master at your craft, even if you are the best in the world, everybody has an off day. And that doesn't mean you're bad. That doesn't mean you're wrong. It could mean you were distracted. It could mean you were tired. It could mean a million different things. It could mean that you went into it expecting it to, that you could, it could mean you, you know, the amount of times you were overcomplicating it. The amount of times you solve a simple problem and you like absolutely fluster out, and then you go back to it later and you're like, you just open the door.
It wasn't locked. It wasn't locked. That's the problem. I was picking the lock. I locked it. I didn't unlock it. I locked it.
You pulled that out of my brain because I was actually going to say that.
So at some point later, the
one I was thinking of is the fact that I was working on an Excel spreadsheet earlier today for some budgeting things, and I was trying to like, it's a beautiful tool that like everything relates. And then I was trying to get this one.
It's a beautiful tool. I don't know. It's a beautiful tool. What?
But like, I was working on some really complicated stuff with it to get it to all feed to each other and do all of the math for me. And there was this one column. I was like, this is not doing the right thing. Like, I was starting to like Google stuff. I was thinking through it. I had to run and do stuff, but I was really annoyed that I finished it and couldn't do it. And I came back to it and I went, Megan, you just have to add it. It's a basic sum. That's it. And I went, I rolled a nat 1 on my ability to make this fucking spreadsheet right now.
Rolled a nat 1 on spreadsheet. Yeah. That's a case. This is a case where Evan uses actual magic to do fake magic, but I love the idea that at some point Roz is just having a fucking off day and she's trying to pick a lock and literally snaps her thieves tools and is like, and Evan's like, oh here, let me see. And she puts the 2 pieces in his hand and he goes, now watch, and he closes his hand and opens his hand and it's complete again because he just casts mending on it. There you go.
And then as he does that, Roz leans over and casts knock on the door.
Amazing.
Which is a spell I have.
Nice. Amazing.
I just also have thieves tools because I don't like using magic.
That's fair. And knock is a leveled spell, so actually requires magical energy. Oh man. At some point, when they're all hanging out and they're all talking and they're all like discussing their past and stuff, I'm gonna have Evan not want to talk about his past. And I want you to lean over and I want you to do the somatic components of the knock spell. And he's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm trying to get you to open up."
Cute. Sad but cute.
Oh, that's adorable.
He's like, "Roll persuasion, but at advantage."
Um, yeah, we're adorable.
It's true. So team name.
I'm all for whatever is happening with these two.
Team name Corfcast.
I am. I'll have you know, I made that little thing. Computer.
It's amazeballs.
Is your couple name Rosin?
It is now.
Maybe. Well, I mean, but is Rosin in quotes because she still doesn't believe that Evan is.
Yeah.
So it's really, really, really hilarious that you asked about the names at the very beginning because I had decided in about the hour before we started that if she asked what his real name was, he was going to be like, "Well, Evan is what I've always been called, but a name is just a sound we make if you want my attention. Who I am is not a word." And that's when he was going to use telepathy, his gem dragonborn telepathy, to express the idea of who he is in a thought. And then he was going to be like, "That thought, that is who I am."
Roz.
He was gonna well.
I was like,
see,
you're just gonna make dragon sounds.
Well, I was gonna go. Well, I was actually gonna go. It's in a name. Would a Roz by any other name not smell as sweet?
Buy me dinner first. That's adorable.
Next game, Meg just gets random DoorDash.
I don't know.
I'll be so for real. If anyone ever did that to me and I just got good food DoorDash to me, I might actually cry. By the way, I have to say this. Because it's very sweet and important to me. In my calendar, do you know what Sunday is marked as?
I think so. Because I believe I have it marked in my calendar too.
Full moon.
No, this is a personal.
This Sunday is our 10-year friend anniversary.
It's our 10-year anniversary.
Oh shit! Amazing.
A decade of this.
The world has saw fit to give us a decade of this.
Yep. Amazing.
There are pictures of us from early on in our friendship where we look like fucking babies.
Yep, hold on, I'll post one.
That's amazing.
My God, let me do the thing, Facebook. Thank you.
10 years. M.
Mm-hmm.
On a full moon too.
Is it actually a full moon?
To 2:09 p.m. on Sunday, I believe, is the full
official full moon.
Mm-hmm. I think I know if we can complete the not triad, but the variations on the theme is that in the third session, at the very, very, very end, if Roz is like, "Buy me dinner first," Evan's gonna be like, "Well, I don't know if I can buy you dinner, but maybe I can make you breakfast."
Sir, I'll have you know I've used that line and it has worked. So it's a good one.
I'm saying he doesn't have the charisma for this. He is not a bard.
You know
I'm
what's
gonna post
really
these to our group, which is the three of us, the three kobolds.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get one
That
very
hair-
hot picture of Cat's tongue. Enjoy.
Am I? Who are these zygotes?
right? Look at that skinny bitch.
That first picture is from the very first week we were friends.
Yeah.
And we went to
Ridiculous.
Carlos's one night stand, which was the costume shop that does not exist anymore,
Mm,
and
It's such a
found
weird-
fezzes, and we were like, Doctor Who!
correct.
And I posted that shit on my Facebook with the caption, "Fezzes are cool."
Correct. Yes, that is objectively true.
That is, if it is not our first outing together, it is very close to our first outing together.
Yeah, it was within the first week.
That is amazing.
But yes, Cat's tongue is ridiculous, and I love that picture because, like, the two of us just look cute as hell, and then Cat's over here with just like, nah.
Is it sandpapery?
No, it's not. And then you have I can't believe we did this, but the spring break where we went on our road trip.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
I will
Um,
pistol whip you. Was born on
yeah,
that trip.
that was a good one. That's Is that my old car or is that your car?
That's your car.
That would have been my old car.
Mhm.
We did that shit in my car that did not have cruise control.
Yes.
No wonder I was fucking tired. I drove the whole way, and which was my choice. And no wonder I was fucking tired.
That's
I
funny
can't
because
believe we did that.
I've never thought about that. But when I drive up to Pennsylvania or down to Florida, I don't use cruise control either. And it's about 10 hours to Pennsylvania. It's about 12 to Florida. That explains so much. That's funny.
Yeah, start using cruise control, my guy.
Yeah. No.
It's helpful.
Yeah.
I mean, do what you want, but it is helpful.
It would have been really, really helpful on September 2nd when I got dinged for doing 70 in a 55.
See, that's why I started using cruise control, because
Yeah.
I have a lead foot.
See?
As do I.
So I needed to slow the fuck down because I would drive from Missoula to Boise, which was a long and windy road through the mountains. And there was this one point where you would exit the mountains onto a straightaway, but it's also where the forest ends, and the cop would sit right here. And I hit 102 coming down that road.
Amazing.
And then the next year I had a car with cruise control, and I learned my fucking lesson.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Incoming slew of pictures. I'm not sorry.
I'm not worried. I love this.
She's out here like Salt Bay, just
Oh yeah.
And I love the picture of me staring at you in the fucking sombrero.
I do too. It's one of my favorites.
Such a strange photo, but I feel like it encapsulates our friendships.
It does.
yeah. Mm-hmm. I was gonna say
And
the one with the water in the background was when the baby gays or the baby lesbians mistook you for like an elder couple, right?
I wouldn't even say elder. We were teen lesbians. If the baby lesbians mistook us for teen lesbians.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, it mistook us for college lesbians.
Well, yes, but if they were teens. So if they were baby lesbians, you know.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
They were zygote lesbians. They were fetus
Is
lesbians.
that? Who were we talking to when I was on your couch? Was that when we were talking to Dustin?
No, that was me.
That was
you?
Anthony.
Yeah, when you guys did the album cover.
Yeah.
We've done that so many times, I wasn't sure.
Oh, that's
the orgy shower.
Orgy shower.
This is also a great picture of our friendship with Josh and you hugging me. Annoyed, but I was loving every second of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love the album cover.
It is amazing. Now here's the question. We have so in a 3-person band, you would have the percussionist, the lead guitarist, and the bassist, right? Those are your 3
And the
instruments.
singer. Yes, yeah.
Well,
Roughly.
presumably your lead guitarist could like one of the. I mean, no, your drummer probably couldn't sing, but one of your guitarists could. So, in this 3-person group, okay, Josh is the drummer.
No.
So who?
No.
Oh
No.
no, he's a guitarist. That's right, he plays guitar.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So who's
As
the
one of
drummer?
the only people,
Mhm.
I think in this image, I'm the drummer.
Mm,
Based on the like just the picture.
okay, you've got that contemplative, like you're thinking of the next move. You're like,
Well, what it is it's not what I think I look like. Who I think
mm,
because I think with M in the foreground
mhm,
and looking a different direction than Josh and I,
mhm.
M's the primary singer and therefore needs to be on either guitar or bass.
Okay.
So I think that leaves me as the drummer.
Mm. Now,
So August 30th.
Also, learning through all of these pictures, I have one shirt. The amount of the later pictures that I am in the same shirt. Oh, that's really funny.
So
I still
August 30th was the day that we became Facebook friends. September 7th was the day that Fezzes Are Cool was posted. So that was like a week after us becoming friends. I think I added you on Facebook either that night we met or like the next day.
I think it was like before we were really like it was within that first week of like really, really early into us meeting. We weren't like friends yet, you know? And then we've at some point in the last 10 years decided September 7th is the day.
Yep, because that's when Fezzes Are Cool happened. That was our first outing as like a couple.
That was solidified our relationship and we took our relationship to the next level.
that's when yeah. Do you want to know
That's
really
when we put a label on it.
do you want to know a really super nerdy holiday that's coming up? It happens
My
only
birthday?
well, no, this one only happens once every century. Once every 100 years.
My birthday?
No. Maybe. Oh, you are Cthulhu. Yes. I bet the Elder Gods do actually.
What is it though?
September 16th, 2025 is Pythagorean Day because 9, 16, and 25, it's mathy. 9, 16, and 25 are the squares of 3, 4, and 5, which
I'm gonna be so honest with you. I wanted to care. I wanted to care with my whole heart. I was here for you for so much of that. I wanted to be a part of that with you. I wanted to jump into excitement, and then you had to go make it about me.
So I'm going to take your desire to be part of that as the win here, rather than your actual being part of it.
I really wanted to be in there with you.
I appreciate that.
I was here for you spiritually. I am not here for this holiday.
That's completely fair. Well, and that's the good thing. It only happens once every 100 years.
I'll be dead next time.
Right. Yeah. This time coming up, about 600,000 people on Earth were alive for the last one.
To be fair, my goal in age, is I would like to hit 105.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
104 is fine, but I would like to see next century. Because
Mhm.
then I will be able to say I was alive in 3 centuries.
Yep.
My goal is 104. I don't have to make it to my birthday.
Mhm.
105 preferably, but I know I'm born in the
Mhm.
You know you're what?
I'm born in the latter half of the year, so I'll take 100.
You're born in
But
the fourth
105
quarter.
would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, 105 would be awesome.
I'm going for
But I'll take
147. I'm going for 162 because that's how many baseball games there are in a season.
That's a lot, but I believe you. That's too many games. That's too many games for Is that one team plays 162 games?
Almost every single day for like 6 months. Yeah.
I
Jesus.
mean, if they're getting paid what they're getting paid, fucking I guess. But like,
It's
Jesus Christ.
it's double because I think basketball and hockey I think are 80 82ish, and then football's like
Yeah.
17. So yeah, it's double the next major American sport.
Yeah, that's gross.
They used to be like three and see that's I had a weird moment when we were watching a baseball or we were watching a Phillies game a little while ago. They have shortened them down. They've added like pitch clocks and stuff. They've gotten them shorter because used to be these games would go for like 3.5, 4 hours. And I realize that's just athletic D&D. Or
Correct.
conversely, D&D is just nerdy sports.
Yeah.
Wait, you're just learning this?
Just in the last like month, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I could have told you. Saved you some time.
To be fair, I did realize that
Have 4 swords!
Roz gets really, really, really drunk and pulls out all 4 daggers. Like I have 4
I have 4
swords.
swords.
And Evan's like they're daggers, and she's like, "What's the difference?"
No, I love that he's like, they're daggers, and she's like, not to fairies, they aren't.
What's the difference? It's a blade. Just because it's short. Don't be a sizist. Just
No, give me 2 seconds and I'll show you the image right. So, I had this image in my head of like Roz and Evan out to dinner or out to do on a mission or something where they had to like potentially like, go undercover and fancy and or be like semi-fancy. And Roz has got one dagger on one dagger on one thigh, one dagger on one thigh, one dagger, and then like and her hair up in like hair sticks, and the like her braids held up with like hair sticks, and like something goes off. She pulls the dagger off her thigh, pulls the dagger back, throws it, pulls one dagger out of her hair that she was using like one dagger, pulls the other one out of her hair, and then casts enlarge reduce and has a fucking sword.
Fuck
And
yes.
just
yes.
Absolute goblin. Like Roz is the character. You know, every adventuring party eventually has the scene where someone has to take off. They like put your weapons on the table.
Yep.
You know, and someone's got the too many weapons.
Yep.
That's Roz. She's got the boot she has to think about, and
I'm pretty sure whether or not it actually happens this way, I'm pretty sure that Evan is gonna offer to place the thigh dagger for her. And he's gonna get down on one dragonborn knee and just kind of
you know what I'm gonna say. Buy me dinner first.
wow. Dinner tonight is catered.
That's fine. That's fine. That works. As long as there's food. I had someone in my real actual life who like I was like considering going on a date with and all of this, and they informed me that they wanted to do something like I can't even remember what it was, but there was like no food involved, like of any variety.
Mhm.
And I was like, but it was a thing that was gonna like take time,
Mm.
like proper time, and not even like and then we could go get ice cream if we want, like no food of any kind. And I was having this
Unacceptable.
moment of like,
But what about the food?
but like maybe we go get ice cream, maybe we go popcorn. It doesn't have to be. I don't need like a meal,
Right. Just
but
consumable calories.
food.
Right.
And
Or,
like they're like,
like-
yeah, like they said something along the lines of like, yeah, I'm not really that big into food, and this is not gonna work.
No. Evan at some point, and I'm going to say this because M's mic is off and she can hear me, right? Evan's going to be like, Roz, would you like to go get ice cream for dinner? I love the idea too, because I'll sometimes do the nose thing. I love the idea too that he boops his own snoot sometimes. He's like,
I do that anyway. That's just who I am as a person.
Mm. Now, here's the thing: do dragons have that little snake tongue? Because that could get interesting.
Yes, they do. I say they do.
Yeah.
Naughty Dragon says they do.
Naughty dragon.
Naughty Dragon.
Now, here's the thing: if you get the kind, if you get the naughty dragon from what country are we in? What's the name of this fucking Zypros? If you get the naughty dragon from Zypros, it's okay. It's okay. What you have to do is you have to get the true, authentic
Okay.
the Salmonian. You've got to get the Salmonian naughty dragon. It's ribbed for her pleasure. Or his, whatever. Their pleasure. It's ribbed for pleasure. I don't like the fact that I just heard my own voice through M's. It's ribbed for pleasure. Yes.
That's crazy.
It's ribbed for the pleasures.
So I just saw, I'm sorry,
Go.
a video on TikTok from Morgan. Someone had commented, the pyramids were built to be butt plugs for giant Egyptians. Just trying to enrage you. This was his response.
Oh? Well, cool. If you're expecting me to do that, gruff daddy voice thing that people seem to like and put you in your place, that's going to cost you. My PayPal, my Cash App is in my bio. I don't do that for free no more. Oh?
Smart man.
That made me laugh. Also, I was going to ask, and you totally don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but I wanted to see if there was an update on the Lauren situation.
Yeah, and not one I'm like the most happy about, but one I saw coming.
And not in a good way.
So unfortunately, no. But like it's not like here's what's annoying. It's not like a hard closed door, but it does not seem to be at this point. So we talked a little, we didn't get to like really talk. That's kind of where things are sitting, is we haven't had a chance to really talk since I've been back. But we had kind of a couple like minor conversations and interactions, and things were a little like weird, and I wasn't sure why. But I don't know if it's just like What I genuinely think is I just bad.
That you just what?
I genuinely think that the timing's bad.
Mm.
Like, I don't even think it's a her thing or a me thing. I think that, like, she, when we, like, started whatever the fuck we were doing, she was still getting over a breakup from a long-term thing. We were going into a bad time in our schedule because we were about to, like, spend the next 3 months in different parts of the country. And she wanted to take the summer to, like, focus on her and, like, heal and things, which I was, because of course. But now we're getting back and she's crazy busy and I'm crazy busy, but with the opposite schedule. And it's not like we couldn't make it work and make things happen, but at this point it feels a little more forced than it should feel, you know? Like a little more like we could do this and a little less like how do we do that, you know? So at this point in time, you know, it's not necessarily no, but it's not yes either.
And I mean, it's the beginning of the semester too, right? And things are weird anyway at
like
the
I
beginning of
said,
semesters.
No doors are shut, but they're not, like, there's no invitation signs either.
Yeah.
So, you know, we'll see what happens.
That's fair.
That's kind of where we're at. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
Better than bad.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I hope things work out.
Yeah, me too.
Heal.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
I hope that we end in a place where, if nothing else, that we can still, like, hang out and be friends. You know? If nothing else, I want her around. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we at.
Touche.
But anyway, I have to go to bed because I have to get up early tomorrow. I'm getting up early for good reasons.
That's fair. Actually, I need to double check. I have therapy tomorrow. So, what time is it?
I have to work tomorrow.
I'm going dancing.
This is my baby boy. One of my baby boys. Come on. I know I can take a screenshot.
There we go.
Oh, bird. There you go.
Yep. He's becoming a Birdman. The Birdman of Beaufort. Yeah, I have to work half the day because it is the first football home game blockout game of the season. So I have to work half day just in case we get crazy busy. But then tomorrow night we're going to an SNL themed burlesque show.
All right.
Oh, okay. I dig it.
I'm not sure I know what that means, but I'll be intrigued.
I think it means that they're going to be doing, like, numbers based on famous SNL skits or SNL costumes.
Hope to God they do the fucking what's the Sabrina Carpenter bit with it's a Sabrina Carpenter that's espresso. But the man, that bit.
Wait,
you know
what? No.
You remember the name they use, and that's the problem.
They need to do the Patrick Swayze, Chris
So
Farley,
it was
Chippendale.
I think it was with Ariana Grande, because it was the song Espressos. It wasn't hers, but it was like, I'm pretty sure it was Ariana Grande. Where they did a bit where there were these two people getting married, and the bridesmaids had decided to put together a number and sing Espresso, but they were like bad. And they were talking about how on the bachelorette party, the bride absolutely fucked this other dude. And it's hilarious, but it's all about how sexy this other guy is singing in front of her now husband. And what's even funnier is, I believe it was Ariana Grande. It may have been. I'm pretty sure it was Ariana. She sings it bad too. The rest of the all of the girls are singing it bad, and then Ariana Grande, she still does the, but not the I'm singing this bad to sing this bad, but like the intentional sound. I'm really trying and it's just bad. And she's like so strict at it. And then they did a sequel skit later with Pedro fucking Pascal, because the guy who plays it's like Fernando or Ricardo, or it's something like that. And the guy who plays him is an SNL actor. And Domingo. It was fucking Domingo is the name. And so, but he's a Hispanic actor, and so they had Pedro Pascal come in, and then they did it that the groom had a thing with
the same guy.
No, with the guy's brother, Pedro Pascal.
Good.
And it was such a funny bit, but it's all about a dude being hot. And
I love it.
If they're doing a burlesque show, they kind of need to do Domingo.
I'm trying to remember what Rosie Lasecco said her number was going to be. It had something to do with tiny hands.
Oh, wait, is that Kristen Wiig?
There's a couple, but I'm thinking of Kristen Wiig. Yeah.
She said she would make things to stick the tiny hands out of her costume.
Oh, please. And not me by myself. I love. I would also see, the problem is all of my SNL references are older. So like the one I would love to see, because it would be very funny and almost like is the right energy for a burlesque number, would be Stefan.
Oh.
God, I hope so. I hope so.
I need a Stefan movie, but I need it to be a mockumentary. I need it to be like a found footage, like it's all shot on cell phone in selfie form, like it's literally just him recording himself.
Counter proposal.
I'm in.
It's shot in the style of The Office, and it's about his life married to Seth Meyers. And Seth Meyers is effectively Jim, who like mugs straight down the camera consistently. And Stefan is doing this today.
Yes.
And then Stefan comes in with his insanity and let Seth Meyers be the straight man of like
the straight man of the gay couple.
The straight man of the gay couple.
Yeah.
Was it SNL where Elton John and Johnny Cash switched clothes?
It might have been, but I don't remember. I know of it, but I don't remember where it happened.
I feel like it was an SNL thing. But yes, you go get your slips so that you can go do your dance.
Fancy. Because the only time they could fit me in was in 10 in the morning, and it's 2 hours away. But it's actually over the it's right where the time zone's. So it's 3 hours there, 1 hour back.
Oh god.
Time travel.
Correct.
So I have to leave my home at 7 in the morning.
Gross. But yay dance, but gross.
Yeah. But yay dance. But boo, having to spend a lot of money tomorrow because I have to buy a package of dances. But yay dance. So I will.
Well, I hope you have fun and drive safe.
Will do. But I love you guys. This is so much fun.
Love you too.
And I will bother you sooner than later.
Okay.
Because quite
Sounds
frankly, I'm bothering you Sunday one day or one way, whether it's just fucking whatever.
That's fine. I would. Well,
Sunday.
if you have Sunday evening free-ish, you should try to go see Hamilton in theaters because I'm gonna go see Hamilton in theaters, and we can go watch Hamilton together.
Maybe is going to be the answer, but that's cute. If nothing else, I'll sit here and watch Hamilton.
There you go.
Damn
But
right.
I'll let you know what time.
mwah, mwah,
Good
mwah.
night, my dear.
Good night.